Right now is actually that magical time. Usually May 1st is when you're able to say, I can plant just about everything. It's just a beautiful way to get contact, be outside. Everyone needs a little therapy like that right now.
Today we're here with Nathan from Joe's Gardens, talking about the ways that his business has made some changes to better serve people during this time of COVID-19 in our community, and some of the steps that they've done to continue providing this essential service to our community. Welcome, Nathan. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. No, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. This is great.
So tell us a little bit about what you've done as a business to roll out a new way of doing business to serve your customers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're primarily this time of year as a retail business. And coming in early April, we felt it was best if we would actually shut down our retail area because even though it was outdoors, it was very close together. I was worried about my staff. I was worried about my customers. A lot of my customers are older in age, and I wanted to make sure I had a safe shopping experience for them. So we went ahead and started doing phone-in orders, which were great until we started getting a little busier. And it was getting really hard to keep up with them. So then we're like, okay, we can't manage the phone and order system. It's like, you know what we need is we need a shopping app. So we spent 8 days building up a shopping app, launched it, and within 3 hours we had 250 orders. It was like, oh my goodness. So we put a pause on it, and it's like, okay, we're we can manage this. We launched it the following day, and we had 300 orders in 3 hours. That is an awesome problem to have, especially when I look at a lot of other businesses around me that they're just struggling to get 1 or 2 orders in a day. The problem is when you're dealing with live plants, it's how you're going to facilitate, store, package these plants in an area where they're going to get plenty of light and water and people come pick them up. Well, it took 5 of us 6 days to get all these orders pulled. And after that, we just decided, you know what, we can do better. So we took our whole front parking lot, closed it off, moved all of our plant benches out there, given it 12 feet of space in between everything, and opened the gates on a limited basis. And it's been very well received. All of my staff is wearing masks. We have a screen shield in between the cashiers, and we're just trying to limit the amount of contact that we're having between the staff and the customers, respecting safety zones. And if customers are worried about coming in when it's busy or not, just call ahead. Usually early in the mornings and later in the afternoon, the store is actually fairly quiet. And so you should be able to come in and shop with the comfort of knowing you're not going to be crowded.
Can you describe just the impact of on your business at this time of year? This is when people are planting, they're getting their gardens ready. I've relied on you guys for a long time for our garden stuff. I know my family has. And what were some of the things that were going through your mind when everything started shutting down?
It was scary. Like I was saying, honestly, we generate almost 60-70% of our sales. April, May is like our Christmas to most retailers. And so, our first reaction is are we going to be able to sell our plants? Are people going to have money to be able to do this? How are we going to provide our customers what they need at this time? And it was terrifying. It wasn't even just us. It was the whole growers association was just terrified because we didn't know. We've never been through this. We've never experienced it, and we didn't know where to go. So we all stumbled along the way. The great news is more and more people are gardening this year because they're concerned about their food sources. So our plant sales are up for the year. Which is nice. And we've had to work hard for it to keep up with the demand and make it work for everyone, but we've done it.
That's great. And I'm sure that gardening has some mental benefits as well, or benefits for mental health, getting out in the soil, and you've got all this time now for a lot of people that are stuck at home that seems like a natural place to go out and do some work.
Oh, absolutely. It's been, for me, even though I deal with it every day when I come home, I love working in my yard. It's just a beautiful way to get contact, be outside, gives you a chance to stop and think, realize what's a weed and what's not a weed. It's been great. Yeah, it's everyone needs a little therapy like that right now.
So for first-time gardeners or people who might not normally garden or are wanting to get outside and do some things, what are some? Do you have any advice or tips that you could give them? Things to plant, maybe what to plant now in the next couple weeks. What would you say to them?
Don't wait to get vegetable starts this year. They are going really quick. If you're wanting to do a garden, get going on it here soon because your window of opportunity to get plants is getting shorter every day. Right now is actually that magical time. Usually May 1st is when you're able to say, I can plant just about everything. There's only two things that we're still not recommending too much to people. It is cucumbers and basil. It's the last two things we plant in our fields, and even yet, it's like a 50-50 they're going to make it. And the most important thing for new gardeners to remember is we're always learning. You're going to make mistakes. We all do. You wouldn't believe the mistakes we still make after doing this. Our family's been doing it for 40 plus years. We're still learning. Just remember, you're not going to feed your family for a year, but you're going to have some great meals out of it. So have fun with it.
Awesome. And then some of your plants and your starts are available at other locations as well, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We work with 35 to 40 other retail nurseries, and that ranges from Blaine through Linden, Everson, Nooksack, all the way down to Cedar Woolley, Whidbey Island, Anacortes, Burlington, Cedar Woolley. Yeah. So yes, we do work. We do work and support a lot of partners. They don't have quite the stock that we do, but we try our best to keep them stocked for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, it's encouraging to see that you guys are doing so well and that you've been able to adapt and thrive in this uncertain time and provide this essential service for people in our community.
Great. Well, thank you so much. This has been great.
Perfect. Thanks, Nathan. Cheers.